Hi everyone. So let's do a collective reading to try to capture the energy that's around us at this time. I'm going to roll an Astro House dice just to see what energy we're meant to work with. And I rolled the second house, and the second house is generally about our resources, the material things that are around us. So we will have to see what that is about, but it's certainly about our resources. That's what we have so far. I'd like to pull one tarot card from this deck, and we have the Seven of Cups. So there could be something in your energy about you having to make a decision, but you're not clear about what that decision is yet, or which decision is the right one for you, having to do with your resources. And then as far as ancestor messages go, I'd like to pull from this one message. So we have saving. So you may not be clear about your resources at this time. It feels to me like perhaps you are thinking about money or saving your resources, preserving things, maybe preserving your energy. But I see that there's something here that's confusing to you, something that's you're unsure about when it comes to whatever this is for you. So let's keep asking the tarot for more clues about what this means for you or what this is for you. So we have Judgment, Ace of Cups, Three of Cups, Five of Swords. Underneath, we have the Devil coming in with Judgment, which I'm going to flip over, but that feels very significant. Ace of Wands with the Ace of Cups. The Lovers with the Three of Cups, but I'm also going to flip the Lovers over. And then the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles underneath everything. So this Seven of Pentacles underneath everything is giving me that vision. I have it often about the stem of a flower having to push its way through the dirt before it can emerge above the soil and bloom into a beautiful flower. That's what this Seven of Pentacles is giving me, that you've maybe had to put in a lot of patience, you've had to deal with a lot, but it feels like it might be finally paying off. These resources, we could physically actually be talking about money, because I am seeing Seven Pentacles and the second house. But whatever may have been confusing to you, or you weren't sure where your next paycheck was going to come from, or how you were going to pay that next bill, or it was very confusing to you, I see that there is something growing here, even though it feels to you like maybe it's not really growing or it's not really going anywhere. So then with Judgment and the Devil, it feels like you're really being asked to follow your purpose, to listen to that call. There's something calling you. When Judgment is around, it's something very deep. It's very profound. It's generally about a decision, a high-level decision between deciding with your higher self or deciding with your lower self. And because it's coming in with the Devil, it's making me feel like perhaps you're choosing from your lower self. You're choosing from more of an earth-based energy, especially with the second house, that instead of listening to the call, you may be listening to your desires, or things that you long for, or things that you have passion for with the Devil. But your deepest desires are kind of holding you from, keeping you from your potential of whatever this is, your true purpose, or whatever your soul is trying to call you to do. It feels like you're not really answering that, and you're just staying entrenched in something. So there's something here in your environment that's keeping you small, and you're not answering the call. But that may be the thing that's leaving you feeling confused, or feeling like you're not getting anywhere, because these two aces together are falling in your challenge position. So it feels to me like you're really having trouble getting something started. So you may have had a lot of false starts when it comes to something. You may feel like the opportunities are not there. But I see that the opportunities are here, but I feel like there's more. You're being asked to really focus on listening to your soul's call and what that is. And the Ace of Cups can really be about taking a chance on something, or it's almost like taking a risk on something with the Ace of Cups, because there's an opportunity there, but you have to grab it. You have to take that opportunity. In the aces, there's always a hand, which implies that it's handing you something, but it feels like you're not really taking these opportunities. It feels like they're right in front of you, but you're not taking this risk. And so Judgment, again, is telling you to use your intuition and use your inner knowing to know that these opportunities are right here. And the Seven of Pentacles is here. There's something growing, something wanting to start. But instead, you're listening to the devil. So like with Judgment and the devil, it feels to me like there's an angel on one shoulder and a devil on the other. And it feels like you're listening to the devil too much and not the angel, who's trying to guide you in the direction of all of these opportunities, and perhaps for money or jobs or something that's all around you, something that has confused you about your resources in the past. So the message coming through with the Three of Cups and the Lovers, it feels to me like there are people around you they are the opportunity. So there may be a network of people. These could be friends. These could be co-creators. But these are the people who are around you trying to get you to follow your heart. But it almost feels to me like you don't trust them and you don't trust yourself. But I think this is where your true happiness and your true joy is going to be. The Three of Cups is about bonding. It's about vulnerability. It's about intimacy. So, and it's also about playfulness. It's being with your friends or being with the people you trust the most. And really just enjoying each other. And when it's coming in with the Lovers, it makes me feel like that's the thing that your heart is calling you to do. The Lovers is always a choice that you make from the heart. It's like, what would your inner child do? What would they do? There's a very playful energy coming off of this Three of Cups and the Lovers, which reminds me to remind you to really be lightened up about this situation, and don't be so stuck in whatever this devil energy is that feels like it's an anchor. It's really holding you down, even though there's so much in this reading about you awakening and following your heart and having people support you and opportunities in front of you and growth when it has to do with your resources. This devil here is really anchoring you. So I think that may be why the Seven of Cups is here, because you feel confused about what to do, because you're trusting the devil whispering in your ear instead of the angel whispering in your other ear. So then in your potential final outcome, you have the Five of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. So this is giving me the impression that you are kind of lying to yourself about this, but you do go back and forth on it with the devil and the angel on your shoulders. I believe that's what this Two of Pentacles is representing, that you do go back and forth. You know that one is good for you and the other decision is not, for example. But I feel like I feel like because we see this Five of Swords here, that this is you kind of lying to yourself, even though you go back and forth. You know there's a devil on your shoulder, you know there's an angel on your shoulder, but you keep telling yourself that that devil is okay. Like it feels like you're justifying being loyal to whatever this is. If it's a person, if it's an environment, if it's a job, if it's an addiction, whatever this is for you, I feel like you're lying to yourself about it because you don't want to give it up, or you feel like you want to be loyal or faithful to this particular situation. And so you just continue to tell yourself it's okay. And that's why you're fluctuating back and forth. But I think that's what's keeping you in this Five of Cups kind of confused energy and not knowing which way to go. And I also think it's keeping you from growing your resources, from pushing that stem of the flower through the dirt. It feels like right now you're just buried in the dirt, but your soul is calling you to grow up through that soil so that your flower can bloom. And I think you know that, you see it, you see all these things in your path that could create opportunities for you. But I do think that you're just lying to yourself about it still because you're not ready to let it go. So Judgment and the Devil are with the Hanged One. So this is a good sign in the sense that this is about transition and about sacrifice. So I feel like you are awakening to this. Like I said, I think you know that this is going on. You just you're not ready to let it go. But the Hanged One is saying that you are in this position of transition and you perhaps are sacrificing whatever this devil energy is for you. And the universe kind of just sometimes puts us in a timeout until we decide to listen to the angel on our shoulder. If we've been listening to the devil for too long, that's exactly when the universe is going to put us in this timeout, which it looks like you're kind of in, which may also be creating the confusion that you're in. So the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands are with the Nine of Rings. So, which is the Nine of Pentacles in this deck. So this is about abundance, but it's also about fortitude. So again, this is saying all of this, your Seven of Pentacles can become that Nine of Pentacles, that blooming flower, but you have to grab these opportunities that are right in front of you. Listen to your angel. Your angel on your shoulder is telling you exactly where to go so that you can grow your resources, which is why we rolled the second house. Your Seven of Pentacles becomes your Nine of Pentacles, which is an abundance of resources. Then you won't have to feel like you have to save so much because it's like your money tree finally arrives, but you really have to grab these opportunities. And I just saw 1111 as I said that. So then the Three of Cups and the Lovers are with the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is about conflict and it's about anguish. And so I really feel like that's this choice you're making. It's creating so much conflict in yourself with the Lovers card that you're trying to decide between the angel and the devil. And it's just creating so much conflict and so much anguish for you that I feel like that's why you're kind of lying to yourself and saying, no, this is okay, to try to mask just how much stress this is creating for you, or how much stress this devil energy is creating for you, or how much stress denying what you're really being called to do is creating for you. And then finally, the Five of Swords and the Two of Pentacles are with the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is about prosperity and it's about harmony. It's about establishing those foundations. And so this is really just a reminder to not lie to yourself about your current situation and get a strong foundation going. Create some harmony in your life. Instead of doing all this juggling, you can make things calm, you can make things easier, you can make things less confusing, and then your resources will really start to come in. But it starts with you releasing this devil energy, whatever that is for you, grabbing new opportunities, allowing this network of people to help you, and then that's when the prosperity and the harmony will follow. So there you go. That is our reading. Will you please let me know how this was resonant for you? Consider subscribing to the channel if you like my vibe, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.